fat king of gods, the breaker of bones, owns everything you see for endless miles. In the talk of revolution, vanished under a stone, still the mystic sees it trembling and smiles. Liberty's children build prison on prison and try to rid us of violence with bombs. But anyone who goes where the wild wind blows knows where we'd be without our loving moms. I know that might sound too dainty, still I'd repeat it, for even the slightest truth shall never be defeated. And it's a far cry at least from the daily deceit that we play, and we play like it's stuck on repeat. Peace has no leaders to play its cards, and peace may pay its own leader's price. But its tomb will be empty as it flows from the bars, ringing true like the best tune of advice. At every chance aloft, till all of the world's problems are solved, as the capitalist masturbates, dreaming of Rand, and the philosopher wonders what he won't be when he's dead, and the artist asks God to flow from his hand, and the pacifist asks Hitler, but what if I said, and the journalist keeps his day job, waving like the sea, like a parade of princesses down the middle of Maine, and the one they locked up for feeling too free, he'll never stop laughing at those ridiculous chains. From our neighbor and our fears and our fights, all labeled by hues.
Well, good evening, everybody. How's it going out there? It's been a very busy day here in Nathan's Land, and a good day at that. Got a lot done, and feel like we're on our way. Have over 900 subscribers for the YouTube, and encouraging everybody, please, to subscribe to the YouTube. Tell your friends. You can tell your whole family. It's a family show. Every show's a family show in quarantine. I got a couple of new songs I want to share at some point tonight. Might make up a couple of songs at some point tonight. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't. I know we're going to start with our good buddy Rob's claymation that he made to a Railroad Earth song for a couple of friends on their anniversary or something like that.
Baby, we'll take a ride off into the sunset side by side. Someday we'll be free, baby, you and me. We'll gas up that RV and sail away. I'll sit on the left, drive all day. You sit on the right, dream away. Someday you and me, baby, we'll be free. We'll pack up that RV, sail away. Up on hot buttered rum, we'll hack and saw, we'll get us some. Someday you and me, baby, we'll be free. We'll gas up that RV and sail away. Someday, girl, when all the kids are grown, when they're off and on their own, someday when we pray and all the bills are paid, we'll gas up that RV and sail away.
Rob Tobin made that. Oh, it's so good. All right, let's get connected here. Let's get connected. All right, we are connected. The internet is alive. We are the internet. We are everywhere now. On our way to YouTube show. I feel it happening. I think it's going to be something. Sort of been thinking today about, the digital troubadour, whatever that means, but it makes sense that at least have one troubadour on here, just sitting on it like a porch. Starting to get it. I did so many fun things today. I'm working on a track for Chad Galactic. He's got some friends that are recording parts at home, and I'll sending them in. I'm the innkeeper. Come on in. I'm putting them all together, and it's gonna be fun. And working on the video that we made for the Bye Bye Parade for Reverend Shelby. And when we drove by her house, she retired, is moving out of town. It's really sad. She married us. She's an amazing woman. Putting together a video for that because I filmed it, of course. And been working on my Bitwig here, the little loopy thing that I test. We did the test flight last night, and we didn't get too high off the ground, but we didn't crash, and that was pretty nice. And what I was using, I haven't fired this stuff up in years, but so there was a bunch of old tracks in here from the early days of Lex and I's project. So I was just playing to those. But I think from here on out, I mean, those are terrible backing tracks that I made years ago when I was just trying to figure out how all this stuff even worked. But so now I'm just I think I can do quicker versions, more spontaneous, day of kind of things, like, oh, put together a little beat for tonight, do it really quick or whatever. Have some fun. This is what I was doing right before. But I did a couple of beats with songs in mind. This is the one I didn't have any song in mind. I was just like, well, maybe I'll make another one. I was just having fun making them. I made one for Grow Your Own. Now, these are just off the cuff. That's how they'll be, I think, but it'll be fun. I made one for Grow Your Own, one for a new song that you haven't heard called "They Call Me the Captain," and then just this beat I made right before we went live. I was also very embarrassed. Last night I was playing and I hadn't tested any of this stuff before going live. I just got it working and went live and then started doing stuff throughout the show. And I looked down here at my my foot pedals earlier today, and the bass was like all the way up and all the other EQs were all the way down. I didn't even notice. I knew it didn't feel very good, but I wasn't like, oh my God, the bass must be cranked and all the other frequencies must be really cut down. No, I didn't. I'm not aware like that. I remember when the Amusement used to tour and stuff, and I remember one day being completely amazed when I had this revelation where Dave was like, God, if I don't get a sandwich, I'm gonna, not be myself. And it hit me that I had never had any sense of anything like that. Like, I just assumed, that I was right, that the world sucked or whatever it was. I didn't know I needed a sandwich. I never knew when I needed sleep or something to eat. So I wanted to keep a healthy balance. I just, I've always moved with my moods and just believed that they were all just true. But then, you get that sandwich and you're like, oh my God, the world is such a beautiful place. Yeah, I'm not smart like that. I'm always dreaming about weird stuff. I'm always just making words rhyme in my head and arguing with myself in my brain. And I'm not arguing with myself in a mean way. There's just always a debate going on in my brain. There's always two sides to every thought at all times. Yeah, but what about... yeah, but what about... Must have been a pretty good... Hey, man. If it's actually a sandwich... It's probably going to be a good sandwich. As you can see, I've also moved this thing up off the ground because it's a foot pedal, but I realized I was bending over to use it more than I was hitting it with my feet. And every time I tried with my feet, I would get in a little trouble. But now it's just right here. I think I'm going to love this. I think this is a significant adaptation to the spaceship. There's like a note in there. I don't want that note.
Once you take yourself back to that place, you close your eyes and go to that spot. And look again up at those fleecy clouds. And go there. Go there. Pick one and go there.
about enough of me. Everywhere I go, there I am. Once I thought I got in away from me, only to wind up back on dry land. I think I need a new pair of shoes. I think I need an old point of view. I think I need a getaway cruise. I think I need you. Yeah, I've been testing my patience. Everything I think the way I do. Make a song of my relations. Come and squeeze me out of the blue. Think I need a new pair of shoes. I think I need an old point of view. I think I need a getaway cruise. I think I need you. My soul is trapped in this body. It's banging on the windows of my eyes. My soul's fortress is shoddy. And time ain't ever been on my side. I think I need a new pair of shoes. I think I need an old point of view. I think I need a getaway cruise. I think I need you. Yeah, I think I need a new pair of shoes. I think I need an old point of view. I think I need a getaway cruise. I think I need you. Yeah.
yourself back to that place, should you close your eyes and go to that spot, and look again up at those fleecy clouds, and go there. Go there. Pick one, and go there.
I do remember this little pickup truck rolling over the ditch, where me and my brother catch bullfrogs all day long. Some days we was naked just running in the sun. The radio was playing some sad country song. Didn't know my heart was breaking as the truck it rolled on. Complicated for me to understand. I was young when I left home where those eagles used to land. Humming soft like a butterfly would sing. It's a gravel crunch beneath us with the beat of every wing. As the truck it rolled on, I was standing on a seat as we crossed cattle guard where we'd walk down to the creek. I caught my first crappie on a Snoopy fishing pole. I was young when I left home in that lonesome fishing hole.
That is such a nice hook right there. So good.
The sun was setting fast and the dust kept on flying as we went over the bridge that would flood in wintertime. Couldn't see that bridge with the water flowing by, but my old man, he'd cross it with his eyes closed every time. And I never stopped to think that I wouldn't see it again. I was young when I left home and joined up with the wind. I was young when I left home, riding in the wind. I was young when I left home, I'm still out here in the wind.
Oh, it's so nice on every level. I gotta change the setting. Do nothing. Had it on loop from that first one. Oh, it's not too bad. I got lucky. Well, hello there, world. How are you doing? I think one of my new goals in terms of the show is, I think at the end of every night, I should grab a highlight from the show to post on Facebook or whatever the next day. So my goal each night is to do something highlightable. I think, and then once I do, if I do something, I'm like, oh, that was highlightable, then the pressure's off. I feel like I might have already had a highlightable moment already in this show out of the gate. I really enjoyed doing that spontaneous version of that song. That was cool. I Need You, or whatever it's called. I've had about enough of me. That one, it was fun. Yeah, I enjoyed that too. And I think I know what I'm wanting to do with this Bitwig, which is really interesting to me. That's pretty fun news. These are like the two angels. Do it. No, do this. Do that. Do this. There you go. Highlight that. Oh, man. I got smoky wings. I got some smoky ass wings. Smoked wings. That sounds good. Now that sounds good. Oh, see? Wise. That's why we have these meetings, folks, because you guys know things I don't. Post it on YouTube and then link it to Facebook. That is the move. Thank you very much, Marty. Glad to have you at the table. I don't know how these work. What are they connecting to? What do they want? Those are some confused wings. You can have these, Ryan. I'll part with these cheap. Curbside pickup only. Drop a lemon. Hey, do you realize? Check this out, Andy. You're going to love this. See, I decoupage everything. If you know me, you know that I decoupage things to things. That's one of the things I do. I love making my boxes, and I even decoupage old Magic editorials or whatever to pencils. This one that was like a November 1948 or something. You can't really see it. Topps Magic magazine. But I love decoupaging things to things. I think it ages really well, looks really, really cool, feels really cool. But look, I've done this whole table. I'd love to show you the whole thing, but right where I work is a decoupaged Now that's not, a lot of that's just dirt. That's just workshop dirt there. It's not filth. That's stain. Just so you know. And maybe some filth sticking to the stain. But point being, that's a map of the United States with lemons dropped on it. I don't know if the light works on this thing. But that's it. That's the map. Oh, you weren't seeing that. Oh, God, I didn't even change cameras. God, I'm such an idiot. Oh, but I could clean it now and see if it's filth or not. Here you go. Now you'll see it. That's the, there, see the lemons? Bam! Look at that. That is a little dirty. Ugh. This camera's almost too good. See how good my show could look? Oh, God. It's hitting Instagram. What were we talking about before the lemon drop? Oh, the lemon drop. Lemon drop. Drop the lemon. What were we talking about before that? Wing smoking, bottle of Jack 2. Pieced together. Oh, man. I don't know that. I wonder if I have those words on my computer somewhere. Hold on for a second. Piece together. Wings. Boy, there's all kinds of cool versions of that song on here. See if there's a text. Is this the original I sent to you? I can't even remember how we wrote this.
Looking forward to my next dose of the West Coast. Is gonna be the way that I miss the most. And I'm gonna go for it just as soon as she tells me so. I've been waiting on that call, been sitting tall, still sitting. I've been waiting in line too long. Well, I wanna go, yeah, I wanna breathe underwater. Maps out in the back room, everybody sing. All the smoke is blinding. We piece together wings. I'm waiting on a baked potato. The radio takes me now. I'm walking in a redwood grove, where I'm gonna go for it just as soon as she tells me so.
Oh, I see.
So cold I can't feel the flames burn in my soul. The old rusty road it beckons me. It's gonna fly me west, I reckon thee.
What is that?
Maps out in the back room, everybody sings. All the smoke is blinding. Together
wings. Oh, what is all that? Are you in the chat telling me?
just the same old story. I've never been too far from a catastrophe. Always ducking in from the rain that follows me.
What is that chord?
Been laying low and waiting for the sun to cast my shadow and to show me what I couldn't see. My love isn't lost if my love is the breath of me. Maps out in the back room, everybody sing. All the smoke is blinding. We piece together ways. We piece together ways. We piece together ways.
Ah. I've been waiting on that coffin, sitting tall, still sitting, not D major, still sitting, sitting. I've been waiting on that coffin, sitting tall, still sitting. I've been waiting in line too long. And I wanna go, yeah, I wanna breathe, I wanna breathe underwater. Oh, maybe you're right. Maps out in the back room. Yeah. What is that? I can't even remember the story of how we wrote that. This old chestnut. Good to see you, Josh. Good to see you. Good to see you, Freddie. Good to see everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Hippie Fiasco Rides Again. I'm your host, Nathan Moore. If you're just tuning in, please do subscribe to the Hippie Fiasco Rides Again YouTube channel. Trying to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewing hours so we can launch the official YouTube show. And who knows? That might just be the thing I'm meant to do. Digital troubadour. Someone's got to sit on the internet like it's a porch. Slow it down a little bit. Maybe I can slow the thing down a little bit. Hey, Josh. Good to see you. Maybe together we can slow this thing down a little bit. So I got a couple of new songs for you. I don't know them yet, or quite how what's going on, but I feel like I found the last little pieces of the puzzle. Sit by me sad, sit by me sorry, whatever you have, you don't have to worry, just try to relax, this too shall pass, no hurry, as long as we stay together, we'll always have forever. Let all this lousy weather just get it out. Let it out. Forgot how that part goes. Wish me luck. I know it's a drag. There's always a season like we never had. But we both know the reason that ain't all bad. In fact, sometimes it's downright easy. As long as we stay together we'll always have forever. Let all the loud, oh man, as long as we stay together, we'll always have forever. Just let all the lousy weather, just get it. Oh no. As long as we stay together, we'll always have forever. Let all lousy weather just get it out. Nope. Let all the lousy weather just get it out. Let it out. As long as we stay together, we'll always have forever. Let all the lousy weather, oh, it's not right. Let all the lousy weather just get it out. Let it out. It's funny, I almost always record it, at least on my phone, but this time I was so excited I ran upstairs and sang it to Kethra, and then we were hanging out for a while, and then I didn't record it, and oh my God, it's gonna drive me crazy. As long as we stay together, we'll always have forever. Have forever. Let all lousy weather, just get it up. Let all the lousy weather, just get it. Lousy weather, get it out. Let it out. There it is. Yes. Oh, sorry if that was bad show. Sorry if that was bad form for the professional broadcast we're trying to do here worldwide. People are just tuning in. Oh, I heard this Nathan Moore guy's cool. Oh, he's live streaming. He's like, what does he think he is? A 50-year-old Jim Morrison here? You bashful? What kind of show is this? I don't know. I went and checked out his show once. He had his back to the camera and couldn't remember the words to his own song. I don't know. Maybe I'll give him another chance one of these nights if I see him pass by. I think that's it, though. As long as we stay together, we'll always have forever. Let all the lousy weather get it out. Just let it out. Woo. Sit by me sad, sit by me sorry. Whatever you have, you don't have to worry. Mm-hmm. There you go, hot off the presses. It's still on the presses. I burned myself singing it. That's how hot off the presses that is. It's actually maybe not even quite done yet. It's still a little chewy, but I don't know. I think all the ingredients might be in there. Josh is asking, how many viewing hours do you need on YouTube? Well, I'm now talking to YouTube about trying to consolidate my channels under one umbrella, under an official artist channel. I'm vying for an official artist channel status that will then umbrella everything. So maybe there's a chance that at that point I'll hit the mark, but I'm not exactly sure. I know that I know the Hippie Fiasco does have like over 1,000 viewing hours, which is pretty good just in a few weeks. But that's still 3,000 to go for this channel, which is daunting. But if the merge happens, if the consolidation happens, that could be really sweet. And then we'd be pretty close. At the same time, I'll probably need as much time as I get to have. I want. A lot of what I spend time doing on here is trying things out or whatever. So when we're on YouTube, I don't even know. Maybe I won't have anything to do then. Once the actual show launches, like, all right, well, I'll probably still be trying new things. It's always the one thing I love about the Hippie Fiasco Rides Again philosophy. It's not just a brand, it's a community, and it's a philosophy. Lemonism. Sour to the people. Sour to the people. Hippie Fiasco Rides Again. And it reminds us about a lot of things. It reminds us about the power of spontaneity and community. And so, luckily it's all, part of my nature is that I'll never really be able to do a very consistent, very structured thing. I think that usually takes a team of writers or a genius or something, and I'm neither. Oh, you have, Marty. Oh, you have. Well, you want to tell us more? you want to call in? You want to talk to us? Yeah, lemonism, sour to the people. It's a whole thing. We're all pioneer snails. Oh, I'm so glad I remembered that. That's how good. As long as we stay together, we'll always have forever. Let all the lousy weather get it all out. Let it out. You're drinking lemonade right now? The other thing I did today is, and I've been stalling on this, but I'm just getting the whole workflow going, and I finally opened the digital piece of the plane I added today was opening up the old Motion software. That's where you make. This is what I made in the Motion software today. A little spinny lemon, but it's the first one of these I made. But now that I've got it open, I'll be cranking these things out. I need little things that happen between songs, maybe a back in 15 minutes sign. That'd be good. That just plays different versions of Back in 15 Minutes from over the years. I just thought of that. That's a good one. That's a good one. Back in 15 Minutes with crazy-ass versions of Back in 15 Minutes. There's so many versions of that song, too. That's probably the most covered song of mine as well. I'm just seeing how many I have in my iTunes at the moment. And realizing I might not know how to search my iTunes. No, I got this. Right? Oh, yeah. Just already in iTunes and tons more in the folders. Oh, wait, no, that fooled me because I had a record called Back in 15 Minutes. But still. Leminism is sublime. I love it. We came up with some whole. We need to write all these down. We need to make the Bible or the treatise. What's it called? The manifesto. Well, these are all Facebook hours. Those don't count.
I got a string.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I didn't finish reading. It's probably true, but I don't think I want to do that. I see what you're saying there for sure.
And the sky's about to open.
This is with Davis.
Stealing me
It's the
away.
loud version. It's an odd time signature.
Close. Saying, Peter, here's all my money. Let's forget your song. Just put me back in what I had on.
I got a strange feeling, one that won't let me go. That the sky is about to open, steal me away and close.
I'm sitting here trying to talk to Josh. Hey, Josh, how much of the story of Hippie Fiasco Rides Again do you know? Do you know that one? You know much about that story? I was agreeing with you, by the way. I understand where you're coming from with that for sure, and I'm definitely workshopping. But it is, in a way, it sounds a little bit maybe like more work to me for not good enough reason. I like the randomness. I like not knowing who's stopping by. I like not knowing exactly who I'm playing to. That would in a way it would be a little bit more stressful to make it private. And I am curious how much you know about the story of Hippie Fiasco Rides Again. I don't know if I could tell the whole story. Maybe I could see how fast I could tell it. God, what would the fast version be? Well, one thing, without even knowing the magic of what the story really, really is, one thing that we did do is we toured America, Nathan Moore, Troubadour, with merch girl Liz Bunny and tour manager Chad Galactic and our cat Gypsy, and we set out from Hippie Hill 4 months before High Sierra on our way to High Sierra, and we said anybody that wants us to play, we will play. Just go to the website, fill out this form. We need $500, a bottle of Maker's Mark, and then we said we're on our way to High Sierra. We're going to see America, and the way we were going to do it was by webcasting, live streaming the entire thing 24 hours a day, 24/7 for 4 months, and people watching the webcast would invite us to their home or venue or whatever it was, and then they could watch the show and follow our travels to their invitation. And we played every invitation that we got. We did thousands and thousands and thousands of miles, and that's just the tip of the iceberg of the story. The story is so deep and beautiful and was life changing, and it was like the adventure of my life. But part of that whole vibe was that we were on all the time. We were there are people that now you see it sort of happening, but we were one of the first to ever do something like that. So that's why I'm sort of more comfortable than most would be of just sitting here staring at this thing, like thinking out loud and trying to make things work. And part of the whole dilemma, really, of of embracing the hippie fiasco rides again thing at all, which might just be for quarantine. I mean, that's the lemon we got, and that's the lemon sunrise. Oh, I could tell this story. I should just pour myself a drink. And kids, you want to? No, I don't think I have it in me, but I would love. I should tell that story top to bottom because it was all magic. So I get really nostalgic when I think about it. And there's this interesting thing that happens because when you do sort of go for this long-winded, sort of spontaneous kind of thing, all these things happen along, like all my favorite memories of the live streams from the last month or two, however long we've been doing this, were complete surprises. They, like didn't see that coming. All of a sudden we make up a game and play it, or someone is suddenly I'm FaceTiming with someone I haven't seen in a while, and there's there's all these things that come from that more long-winded approach. It's like there's gold in those hills, but there's only one way to mine it, and you can't really fake it. Whereas if you do like an hour show and it's tight, it can be great entertainment, but it's not fertile soil for those unexpected moments that are like the actual gold of the thing. That's why what I really need is a team. I need people, I should just do me, but then, it could all be packaged in another way or whatever in terms of highlights and pushed like that. I'm determined, at least at the moment, to try to make a highlight from each night. And last night's highlight that I put on YouTube and then share, I think that'll be a really good motivator for me. But I might make the shows a little bit shorter than I have been, just because I usually go until I got nothing left in me and go eat some food and go to bed. Exactly. Like Willie T's hat afro moment. You just can't plan that. That just doesn't happen. We'll remember that the rest of our lives. It's an interesting thing. But definitely never have to apologize for giving me any advice, because I know I need to hear it, even if I can't, even if I'm not smart enough to heed it. I need to hear it. I need to hear it all. And if you need to tell me something 3 times, you don't feel free to do that too. All right, thank you. Spreading the gospel in Charlotte. Don't call it the gospel though. I love it. So this other new song I actually made a little beat for. Now this is another song I don't really know yet. No one's ever heard this before, and I might need the words. There's still one line that's bothering me, and I bet you'll be able to guess which one it is. We'll see. It'd be funny if I'm like, see if you can guess which line is still bothering me, and everybody writes a different line. I don't know. That opening line could probably be a little better, right? Is that the one? Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying about that second line. Oh, I know which one it was for sure. It was 3. The third line is definitely needs a tweak. It's so funny, I really sometimes just the wrong preposition or the wrong conjunction or wrong pronoun or something can just like leave a song lying there for years. It's like, oh, I should have just made that or instead of and. All right. Let's see if I remember this. We earned our names in the field of battle, on the corners of a diamond, under fire on the sea. Hawk, rattlesnake, bullseye, teardrop, Mexico and me. They called me captain, and so I rose to my toes to be taller than I was, just because. We were a band of brothers made by fate. Built by fate to withstand, made to behold one another, made to win that final hand. They called me captain, so I rose to my toes to be taller than I was, just because. We earned our names in the field of battle, on the corner of a dime, under fire at sea. Hawk, rattlesnake, bullseye, teardrop, Mexico and me. And they called me captain, so I rose to my toes to be taller than I was, just because. There you go. There's a new song for you. They call me Captain. They called me Captain. Here's one from our buddy Arno. Oh, this is so good. This is so funny. He made this for Andy Frasco's Save the World podcast, the audio, but then he got carried away in quarantine.
On a day not so long ago, from a place beyond the Middle East, there was a new kid on the block, wanting to play tag with us all. And as it stood there, all alone, it wondered, will anyone come out to play? I fill my house with solitude. I lock myself up in no man's land. Shelf toilet rolls, watch Groundhog Day. State will pay. Basic income is the best outcome. I just cook and eat and slap the meat. Smoke some weed and keep lonesome. Quarantine will save my skin, and this is how I win. Who's afraid of the big bad flu? The big bad flu, the big bad flu. Who's afraid of the big bad flu and what it can do to you? Open the door and let me in. I fill my life with peevishness. You bring some rounds, a 22 cal will clear our grounds. A gun on my hip, a fling in my hand, deny, defies. God is my witness and life is my right. There's light at the end of the tunnel, but the tunnel is fake news made up by the Jews. Righteousness will save my skin, and this is how I win. Who's afraid of the big bad flu? The big bad flu, the big bad flu. Who's afraid of the big bad flu and what it can do to you? And I will huff, and I will puff, and I will blow your house down.
I build my blood with chemistry. Take vitamin C, lemongrass, and ginger tea. Trimethanol, miracle minerals containing MMS, colloidal silver. I shoot some solvent, hydroxychloroquine, and I take a happy pill. Chemistry will save my skin, and this is how I win.
You're no fun! You're no fun! By the hairs of my chinny chin chin, I will get in! Of the big bad flu, the big bad flu, the big bad flu. Well, I'm not afraid of the big bad flu and what it can do to you. Who's afraid of the big bad flu? Big bad flu.
Arno
You're
Baker.
listening to Revolution Radio. Live from Nathan's Land.
I want to play a song for Revolution Radio that I wrote a couple of years ago, you know, riding in the van, which is like, you know, the story of our lives, riding in the van.
True.
It's kind of a love song I wrote for Jay, really. You know? It's kind of like that, you know. He was driving. He was kind of the captain, you know. We're all kind of the captain these days, but he was the captain then, and, you know, I wrote him this song, and here we go.
Best song anyone ever wrote for me.
Oh, cute. So far. So far. I used to think that I would go it alone, swimming upstream. I skip out of town just to blow off some steam. Start driving for miles with you. Yeah. Diesel burning, wheels keep turning. Just keep driving, keep driving. What am I learning? Just why I'm yearning to keep driving, 'cause it's keeping me alive. Shasta Snowfall says you best slow down. Seems fearful the end is where faith is found. All I know and all I want, as long as I'm around, is to keep driving for miles with you. Diesel burning, wheels keep turning. Just keep driving, keep driving. What am I learning? Just why I'm yearning to keep driving, 'cause it's keeping me alive. Oh yes it is.
Oh, shit.
I used to think that I would go it alone. No one could follow, forever I'd roam. Suddenly, I find that my home is driving for miles with you. It's my love song for the band,
I love
baby.
you.
So beautiful. Oh yeah, that was back when we did
Revolution Radio Live.
Revolution Radio.
From Nathan's Land.
I don't understand what's going on.
I don't understand what's going on here, the guy says on the way out. Yep. There was a while there after the fiasco was over, and I came back here, and I just didn't know what to do with myself, so I started a radio station from home for a good 2 years. Hosted all kinds of live bands down here, live on the air, Fruition, Elephant Revival, Screamin' Jays, Bourbon Barrel Congress, list goes on. So fun. And, yeah, that was sort of the same thing. I tried every time slot. I had it going 24/7. I would do live shows, but I had a closet upstairs that was always running, and it was all Friends of the Revolution and my stuff, and I would call it all my friends, and just like whatever songs don't make the cut on your records, that's what we want on Revolution Radio. It was a fun model. We called them static orphans. We have a home for your static orphans. Call it Brad, like, what you got? We'll take whatever's in the graveyard. We'll bring them to life. Because those poor little songs, there's so many songs that don't make the cut. They're not quite good enough or something. They don't quite have that thing. But bless their little hearts, they are songs. They go the way they go. Are you referencing the Christian Slater movie? I hope you are. Sometimes he's on for 5 minutes. Sometimes he's on for 5 hours. That's my man. God, I grabbed that clip. It's somewhere in this sound effects thing, but it'll take a second to find it. Here's something I want to show you guys. If you're watching the show, say you're watching the show, or watching like a old highlight or something. And here, I'll make this smaller. Now look, here on the YouTube page, this is a pretty cool feature. Now say you're watching a highlight. Let's see, which one should we go to? This was fun. Now see, there were some highlights in this one for sure. I liked all the little moments with the little puppets. Yeah, it'll be after the cartoons. All right, now like this moment. I'm sort of sealed my fate. I was started getting typecast after that, and I don't know. It was seemed like as quick as it had come, it was all gone. Just and then later, and I always did these after the video that they were just in, reminiscing on the times. Then I showed this video this early in the morning, and then came out of that onto him. And this is when I knew I was getting tired because, and then I did a whole behind the music. That we were going to do all kinds of things. I mean, I was going to be in front of all kinds of backdrops, you know, just the sky's the limit, peak of the iceberg, all these things he said. But then I knew I was getting tired when I played this video, and there was the purple clay was in a drawer right over there. If I was doing it earlier in the day, I would have run and gotten the clay and formed it really quick before the song ended. And in fact, I realized later that I must have been really tired because I wouldn't have. The worse I formed it, the funnier that shtick would have been. If it had just been like a blob of purple clay, like, yeah, those were the days. It would have been so good, but I was too tired. All right, but the point is, like, say you want to share this video, you can start at right there and copy this and put that on Facebook or whatever, and it'll start right on the moment you shared. You can even take that moment, copy it, and put it in the comments. I like this moment. That would really help me in the future. But if you're watching the show and there's something in particular that you're like, okay, that was a good moment, please feel free to share the highlights, at least in the comment section on the video. That really would be an amazing thing. A lot of people coming in to view these videos too will be wondering, like, what is actually going on here sometimes, depending on what they come in on. But we can help. We can help with that. Oh my gosh. Wait, what does this mean? You talking about this guy? I love that Hippie Fiasco had a cast and even had its Knight Rider, its Kit, its car, its cat. Be fun to do an animated version of Hippie Fiasco Rides Again, original cast, animated series. Oh, boy. That would have been cool. Oh, the Hippie Fiasco Rides Again story. I'll tell you what, that was really quite an adventure. It was a life-changing moment there. It all started, I guess, around 2010, and no, not ready. I'm not ready. It's like my dad and his bat story. It's got to be the right moment. I don't know when that is. And then I should probably tell it 100 times. That's a trick with things, like if you have to do things a bunch of times to really get, second nature about them. And that can go with so many things. The performance of a song, like there is that truth, like repetition breeds, familiarity, and familiarity becomes a temple. But then there's that hot sizzle, snap, crackle, and pop of the birth of creation. That's so cool. That's why, improv musicians walk the tightrope there. I wish if I was just an improv musician. But the thing I was thinking about when I first started talking about that was that the repetition, even though it's really good, like if you start taking on too many things, it's going to be impossible for you to repeat them enough to get to that secondhand nature. It drives me crazy with all these instruments around here that I want to play, but it's actually not even possible, I don't think, because you really have to play one a lot. What's the thing? 10,000 hours. There's this whole old thing about that. Any craftsman on their 10,000th hour, becomes sort of another level. There's something to all that. There's definitely is. My nature gets that wrong on so many levels. Like get a little jealous of people that are able to have that focus or have that passion that gives them that focus. And even, it's even enviable. Anybody that has like a specific thing that they obsess over, or whatever, has a community. you have a community or of that. I guarantee you, whatever it is. Oh, you like bluegrass music? A lot. That's all you want to do is bluegrass music? Oh, you like making paellas. That's your dish. It's the best paella. That's my rub, is I want to make the best paella. I want to remember that version of Understand Under we did the other night spontaneously that was really cool, and I have no idea how it goes anymore. I'm going to make the leap into bread eventually. I have made the leap into corn tortillas since quarantine. That's my first kneading anything like that and making some, except for maybe a flatbread. I'm doing flat things first, and then I'll figure out how to puff them up. But my neighbor makes really good bread, and he can teach me. Pickling things. I want to play like Jelly Roll Morton, write like Waldo Emerson, sing like Odetta, say, give me liberty like Patrick Henry. I want to escape like Houdini on the very last breath. I want to fly straight as an arrow, crooked sparrow. I want to swallow fire, I want to paint the town red. I want to understand under, and hold the whole world over my head. Ooh. I want to die in battle, grow old with a wife, catch every kind of fish. Lord, I give anything to play the fiddle. I want to know the recipe for every dish. I want to bust some moves on the dance floor. I want to sit in the back of a smoky-ass debaucherous den. I want to live to be 120, tell wondrous tales to my great grandchildren. Woo! stand-up comedian. I want to start a new twist in philosophy. I want to be a cowboy and an Indian. I want to be an E.E. Cummings apostrophe. I want to be fluent in every language. I want to be a painter, the next Abby Hoffman. I want to be the mayor of my hometown in the Blue Ridge Mountains. I got to get there more often. I want to take the plunge to the depths of madness. I want to sit in the clear like a Buddhist monk. And I want to turn the tables like Jesus and cross all borders in a smuggler's trunk. I want to write code like a rogue programmer. I want to sell potions on the side of the street. I want to survive some grizzly summer, learning which berries are safe to eat. I want to do tricks in a biplane smoking, be able to fix anything that gets broken. Want to hang on when the questions are spoken. I want to let go when the wind is blowing. I want a light bulb to go off in my head like Edison. I want to get my brain around what Einstein said. I want to understand, there it is, hold the whole world over my head. Got it. I just want to understand, hold the whole world over my head. I just want to understand, hold the whole world. That was close. That was close. I like that. The lemon twist. Yes. Oh, is Australia really listening? Cool. What time is it in Australia, I wonder? The world needs threads and the world needs stitchers. The more threads you can knit with, the more patterns you can weave. You might not be the finest thread maker, but we're not all pins and needles either. Some of us can't stick to just one thing. Is that a poem, or did you just write that? The world needs threads and the world needs stitches. The more thread, more thread, the more thread, you can. The world needs threads and the world needs stitches. More threads you can knit with, the more patterns you can weave. You might not be the finest thread maker, but not all pins and needles either. Some of us can't stick to just one thing. Yeah, the world needs bread, and then the world needs bread, and the world needs bread makers. I don't know, read like a poem to me. 5:25. The time is 5:25 in Queensland. 525. Oh, I like the sound of that, Josh. You got to try out your TED Talk on the show. We'll be guinea pigs. Return the favor. I know each town is two towns, one full of love, one full of hate. I know which one is up to me as I enter through the gate. I know that I am lonely, I know I couldn't be true. I know that there are madmen, I know I could be one too. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. I know the river's poison, I know the child is innocent. I know that there were gypsies here, I know they up and went. I know life is in the balance and you can't cut the good and bad in half. I know you just plain don't desire what you have. Yeah, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. I know the one sweet honey, I'll be rolling in the morning glee. I'll be rolling in the wee hours, just her and me. I know power is a great inspiration, and just how small a man can be. I know the truth, it's whatever sets you free. Yeah, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. I know math is a light shining on all the musics of thought. I know this debt ain't right, I know my education's bought. I know deep down people are scared and happy people are high. And I know sinners close to God, the saints usually lie. Yeah, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. I know grace is always there. It's me, I come and go. From the Buddha to the ball game, I know what everyone knows. And I know the good songs come when the mind is gone. I know the ice is melting, I know nothing's wrong. Yeah, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. That was fun. How about one from Taylor Kingman?
Okay, Landon's here. All right. Here's a manual, buddy. Thanks so much for listening, folks. Need some harmonies in the comment thread, Jay. And I need a kazoo solo from Nathan Moore.
Check. New innovation here. Hanging it from the mic. It's there forever now.
Oh, when I wake up, I don't wake up until I crawl inside a coffee cup full of speed and powder, drugs and coffee. When I get to work, I don't get to work until I get my brain another jerk with a couple keep me goings and a calm me down. Yeah, some folks roll out of mad, they rise and fall just like God would have, and life's as easy as just pressing the gas and going. Well, I wish I could have spent a lot of years trading the tides for coffee and beers, and now I gotta ship my own bus gears. I'm a manual. Well, it's happy hour, ain't happy hour until a couple rounds tall, strong and sour get to shining up my smile for you to see. Well, it's time to chill, don't got time to chill till I get my watch to start standing still, and I know how, but that sure will be expensive. Yeah, some folks roll out of mad, they rise and fall just like God would have, and life's as easy as just pressing the gas and going. Well, I wish I could have spent a lot of years trading the tides for coffee and beers, and now I gotta ship my own bus gears. I'm a manual. I need my chemicals to keep this vehicle on the road. Alright, Nathan, kazoo solo. About the good stuff. Yeah, some folks roll out of mad, they rise and fall just like God would have, and life's as easy as just pressing the gas and going. just did back-to-back Dickless songs. Goodie for me.
Jesse, did you by any chance record that?
Oh my God, I'm really enjoying the videos on the fly thing. Oh my God, it's so fun. I need more stock footage. Send me all your random clips. Copyright free, original, random clips. A few moments of claymation. Anything you got. Send them to hippiefiasco@nathansland.com. Anything you got. But that's fun. You start playing a song, and then you just start dragging video clips over it. I had to change the settings so it wouldn't automatically mute the song coming in. But then once I got it going, all the videos were muted as I pulled them in, so that was a plus. But now if I don't forget, I'll forget that I'm muted sometimes. Because, all right, let's see here. If I go to this movie for a second, see, now I'm not muted. The movie's still muted. See, now it's not automatically doing anything. So that's going to lead to all kinds of me chewing on my ice over a sweet folk song or something. Now, if I come over here and I'm showing that video, it's always something, isn't it? It's always something. So now I said, now you can't hear me. I'm going to mute it, and then I'm going to go back to the camera and see if it unmutes. I'm just messing with you that time. It's cool. It's cool. I was just messing with you. It's like, all right, yeah, that actually worked. Yeah, so that's a lot more thinking. I can just change that setting for when I'm making a music video on the fly. Change that back, right? It's just that easy. I'm making a big mountain out of a molehill. All right, well, I think, it's almost time to start looking for a leaving song. I think my plan is, to make the shows not as long as usual as before. I won't say as usual because there is no usual yet. And so 2 to 3 hours in length. I don't know. I could just do 2-hour shows or something. Then go off air, upload it, make a highlight, put that on YouTube, and then my workday is done. It's been a fun show. Definitely already got a few highlightable moments. I've never sung that song by myself. Home Away from Home. Are you talking about that song? But I bet I have one in the archives. I love that that's something that we can definitely do. Is I can DJ any day from my own archives. Were you talking about the song, though? Oh, yeah, that's really great for getting the viewing hours. Thanks for talking about that. It's definitely a cool move if anybody wants to support me to go to the channel and hit play all. There's a play all button. And the link to the YouTube channel is in the description of this live stream right here. And you can just click play all, hit mute, don't watch any of it, just let it play while you sleep. That's a beautiful thing. Thank you so much. Here's a version of that song you might not have heard yet. Let's see here.
Sky, where's the twinkle in your eye? Oh, what a home away. Oh, what a home. Lucio, your piano has a ghost inside. When we play, she sits beside you. Oh, what a home away. Oh, what a home away from home. And if your misery has no company, I offer you charity. Blood from my stone. Eyes are wet and soft with tears.
Dag on it. See, we just talked
We've been
about
friends
this.
for all these years, and oh, what a home away. Oh, what a home away from home.
boy. Yeah, see, I made the audio mistake. I forgot to change the setting. Now I got to change it back. Oh, man, there's just so much stuff to think about. But once I do it repeatedly, it'll become second nature. It won't even, I will be able to find grace within it. It'll just all just be happening naturally. Boom, boom, boom. Bada boom, bada boom. All I want to do is boom, a boom, 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 and a zoom, zoom. Should we do a Zoom party? What's going on here? So, yeah, that was definitely a Surprise Me, Mr. Davis song, and Brad pretty much sings the lead on that. I've never even sung it. I don't think. I sing with him. But my niece's name is Lucia, which happened after the fact. It's pretty cool. I've never heard the name before the song. Cynthia, your eyes are wet and soft with tears. We've been friends for all these years, and oh, what a home away. Oh, what a home away from home. Lucia, your piano has a ghost inside. Hold on, let's try this. Lucia, your piano has a ghost inside, and when we play, she sits beside you. Oh, what a home away. Oh, what a home away from home. And if your misery has no company, I offer you charity. Oh no, I offer you charity. I offer you charity. There it is. And if your misery has no company, I offer you charity. Blood from my stone, ebony, everything I could tell you about the river, or you could just get in. That part's tricky. It's been a long time. If I forget my cigarettes, you roll me one, and from your fingers flames remind me. Oh, what a home away. Oh, what a home away from home. And if your misery has no company, I offer you charity. Blood from my stone, and beneath everything I could tell you about the river, or you could just get in. That was fun. That was just the first stab, too. I could probably find my own way of doing it. What song was that? What did I just stumble onto there? What was that? What was that masked melody? I just remembered that I created one more beat. But it's hard. It's hard to quit. It's hard to stop the show because I know that if we keep going, something will happen that we didn't know was going to happen. It's been 2 hours and 10 minutes so far. Wonder what should the length of the show be? What would be, everybody vote on that? What do you think? What would if now be kind. Pretend you're producing this enterprise and you think what would be the it's tough, isn't it? But then again, it might be fun having an end time. See, that's a whole psychology that I haven't even experimented with that might be really productive. I might get all excited knowing that I only have so much time left and I haven't had a highlight yet. Oh my God, it's 2:55 and there has not been one memorable moment. Three's the magic number, huh? You think? 222. Are you chanting your answer, or you think 222 hours? Oh, thank you. Thanks for listening. You want to hear that song? 2:15 to 2:30. I like someone that gives some wiggle room there. Although a sharp cutoff could be fun. Like it could be a pressure gauntlet kind of thing. 11:11 to 1:11. Oh, that's not bad, but that's early here, isn't it? Maybe that's a good move though, because I'm really being mean to the East Coast with all this. Definitely been going on at like 1:30, but I guess that's 10:30. I've been going on at like 1:11 on average, and that's 11:11 somewhere. Well, I did remember that I did create another beat for the show, and I think that's the way to go. Is just to make a beat before the show to play during the show. That's spontaneous, sort of. It's gonna be hard not to fall in love with some of them though. But those will I'm saving these Bitwig sessions into a new folder, so there's 3 in there that I made today. That Captain one, that's my highlight. I think the first thing that happened when I just started playing that song about being sick of myself over top of that first beat we played. I really had fun doing that. Well, you're East Coast. You're a true night owl. Respect. Respect, you little night owl. Little night owl. I found a new folder of what I call karaoke songs. Clarinet karaoke that I made back when I was trying to learn how to play clarinet. There's some in here I forgot I had. I can't really play clarinet, by the way. If you haven't figured it out, this show is all about watching Nathan practice things. Oh, here we go. Just jump right into it. Oh, man. Karaoke can really take a lot out of you. That felt pretty close to exercise. Pretty close. Yay, healthcare workers. Absolutely. And I'm going to do bad show just to join them.
Well, I'll never stop dreaming, for my dreams found a place tucked in the corner of that smile of your face, so wild and so free, so selflessly given, so absolutely just crazy about living. And we come to you tired, and we come to you weary, and we come to you broken down. You say, come gather near me, and I lift you up. Yeah, I'll fill your cup, don't you worry about a thing. And you dance like the fires, and you think like the wind, and you feel like this river, so we all jump in as we run to you tired, and we run to you weary, and we run to you broken down. You say, come gather near me, and I lift you up. Yeah, I fill your cup, don't you worry about a thing. Ways we should thank you. Well, that list, it goes on. May you forever be the beauty in this song, as we crawl to you tired, and we crawl to you weary, and we crawl to you broken down. You say, come gather near me, and I lift you up. Yeah, I fill your cup, don't you worry about a thing. Yeah, I lift you up, now I fill your cup, don't you worry about a thing.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Willie T. Taylor. The Nurse. That's nice. Three hours does have a ring to it. 2 hours is what I want to do, but I feel like weak sauce when I say 2 hours. Weak sauce. 3. That's really pushing it, because this highlight video idea, God, what have I gotten myself into? That's going to take some time. It's never easy, but once I get the workflow established, it won't be that hard. I'll just create like a little highlight, bloop bloop bloop, bzoo, bzoo, beginning, goes right, snaps right into just whatever clip, so it frames it so it looks sort of pro, but into a fiasco snapshot. How often Quest has been doing 4 hours every? How often? How many times a week? White bread dipped in weak sauce. Yep. That's what 2 hours feels like. Could just go 2.5. 2.5. That's a weird number. 216. It almost feels like weak sauce still, even though it's a magic number. 222 weak sauce. 230 maybe. Starting to be impressed. You know, I really like this making videos on the fly thing. That's taken on a whole new level. Some things are going to the next level here for me. I'm a little excited, I must admit. I feel like the sound is starting to settle into a pocket. The Revolution Radio did that. And, it's been really janky and really hard, and the routing is insane, and there's a lot going on. But at the same time, I feel it starting to settle into itself a little bit. And I'm starting to get a little second nature with some things that were really frustrating. And I'm using all 8 channels now on my Apollo, and it's just the whole thing. I got my brain around it a little bit. No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. What? God, some people just like the fiasco. They don't want it to get. They don't want me to get my act together. They like watching me flounder. Hi, I'm not only the flounder, I'm a member. I did make this beat earlier today, though, for Grow Your Own. And the fun thing with these beats, is like I'm not a good enough beat maker to like think of what would be a cool beat for my song, but I'm a good enough, or at least prolific enough songwriter to call up any beat and start singing a song to it. Oh yeah, I got one I can play to that, and I like searching my subconscious's pockets in that way, just to put on some kind of thing, and like what song immediately jumps out is like, I'll do it. Because you just start the beat, and this first song that came to the tip of my tongue was Grow Your Own. It was like, I got this, send me in, coach, I got this. I'll tune up. Just because oh look, I don't even have to bend over. Oh, it's moving up. This is nice. It could even be, no, it's perfect. It's perfect.
The secret of my endurance. I still get letters in the mail, mostly from crack-up men in tiny rooms with factory jobs or no jobs, or living with whores or no women at all. No hope, just booze and madness. I get most of their letters on lined paper, written with an unsharpened pencil or in ink, in tiny handwritings that slant down to the left. And the paper is most often torn, usually halfway up the middle. And they say they like my stuff. I've written from where it's at. They recognize it truly. I've given them some chance, some recognition of where it's at. It's true, I was there, even worse off than most of them. But I wonder if they realize where their letter arrives. Well, it is dropped into a box on a wire fence behind a 6-foot hedge and a long driveway to a 2-car garage, rose garden, fruit trees, animals, a beautiful woman, mortgage about half paid after a year's residence, a new car, 2 cars, fireplace and a green rug 2 inches deep, with a young boy to write my stuff now. I keep him in a 10-foot square cage with a typewriter. Feed him whiskey and raw horse. Belt buckle him pretty good, 3 or 4 times a week. I'm 60 years old now, and the critics say my stuff is getting better than ever.
You have been looking for so long now, but you can't be found in an old sad town. You can't hide your smile from... Wait. Thinking too hard. I want this. I want it. Have to change it to the right key. So long now that you can't be found in an old sad town. You can't. What is it? No. Can't pave a road. Got it. You have been looking for so long now that you can't be found in an old sad town. You can't pave a road to where you're bound. Oh, that's not right. Oh no. You have been looking for so long now. You can't be found in an old sad town. Can't. You have been looking for so long now. I wonder if it's on my lyric website. Oh, I'm getting some subscribers to YouTube. Yes! Please subscribe. There it is, Nathan Moore Songbook. Check this out. This is in the works. Grow your own. Bam. Thank you, MC. Morgan, you rock. You have been looking for so long now, but you can't be found in an old sad town. Can't find your smile since you put it down. Can't pave a road to where you're bound. You can stand on your head, but you can't pull a frown. All right, we got this now. I gotta go tall and. Fancy.
Once you take yourself back to that place, should close your eyes and go to that spot. And look again up at those fleecy clouds. And go there. Go there. Pick one and go there.
You have been looking for so long now, but you can't be found in an old sad town. You can't find your smile since you put it down. You can't pave a road to where you're bound. You can stand on your head, but you can't fool a frown. You gotta grow your own. You gotta grow. Oh, man.
Thanks for coming to the dress rehearsal.
Lonely, you're just another face in the crowd. Hungry, you wander over fertile ground. You want to, but you don't shout out loud. And the streets, they empty to a bitter old clown. But love don't grow on trees you chop down. You gotta grow your own and pass it round, and pass it around. You gotta grow your own and pass it round, and pass it around. where the virgin left her dress, where the king left his crown, while pioneers searched for a place to settle down. And there's clouds in the sky like tossed off evening gowns. It's like you're underwater, but you just don't drown. But even in the pastures of heaven, I found you gotta grow your own and pass around, got it? You gotta grow your own and pass around, you gotta grow your own and pass around, you gotta grow your own and pass around, pass it around. Ooh, what was that? I don't know what that was, but I like where it come from. I think we found a problem though with this little move, because I don't think I can get that mic that much further this direction. But I was a little bit off the screen there. I liked having the words there though to remind me that there is a song that we have to come back to. Man, that was fun. I wish I'd made another beat. Oh, y'all can see me looking at my... What do y'all want? Which one of these you want to see? This one's always good.
I'm bored. Me too. Even my iPad doesn't thrill me anymore.
It's a Kindle, not an iPad.
Scarlet, so sick and tired of playing Legos on the floor. Even asked my mom and dad if I could help them with the chores.
It's trash night.
I guess this is what it feels like to be really, 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 really bored. We're perpetually bored. Far too bored to be ignored. Our parents keep mentioning somebody named Sisyphus when they're trying to occupy us bored. Writhing wretched on the floor. We have nothing to look forward to. Oh boy, it stinks to be so bored. I started reading cookbooks. I collect aluminum foil. We beg Mom for a good look to watch the water boil. We miss all of the things we took for granted back when we were spoiled. Now it's all so, oh so dreary, 'cause we're really, really, really bored. We're perpetually bored. Far too bored to be ignored. Our parents keep mentioning somebody named Sisyphus when they're trying to occupy us bored. Our plastic umbilical cords are hardly suitable rewards for all the suffering and torture we've caused. We're absolutely, destitutely, positively, obnoxiously, stinks to be so aggressively bored.
Oh my goodness, that's so good. Yes. Andrew Lipke's Kids. What a great song. What a great performance. That's just pure gold right there, folks. There's no other way to look at it. Pure gold. Gold, I tell you. It's gold in them hills. Well, according to our new time thing, I got like 14 minutes. I like that kind of pressure is sort of fun. Especially knowing that it's a rule I made up and can break anytime I want. I'm really loving, you guys got to keep sending me clips like that, like the hoedown home run. The making videos on the fly is my new favorite thing to do. That and playing to the loops. This setup, I tell you what, last night was a little frustrating, but it was a maiden voyage, maiden test flight, and everything was working, and that was cool, but it wasn't like gelling or something. But I don't know, a few little moves, got this up off the ground. I mean, I'm really starting to feel like Captain Kirk here. I feel like the Enterprise is forming around me for the continuing adventures. All right, somebody, let's play this game. We started off the show with a loop I'd made right before we went live, and I didn't have any plans on what to play to it, so I just started playing I've Had About Enough of Me, and still maybe my highlight of the night. I don't know. Now I have to pick a highlight. What's the highlight? That's my plan. If you're just tuning in, is I'm going to try to be disciplined and after each night, like, make a highlight. It could be short. It could be 2 seconds long, or it could be a whole song. But I pick a highlight, and then I share that to YouTube as well as the full show with the highlight. Then I share the highlight on Facebook tomorrow to advertise, and then make that the cycle. So we'll see how long I last. Discipline is not one of my strong suits, but it's still a good idea, and maybe I can do it. Maybe I was meant to do it. I feel like this line is, I feel like I either missed something or it's a setup, and I'm waiting for the next chat to come in. All right, so let's try this experiment. We'll return to that same beat that we started the show with, and either we could either do it like this. Either I'll do it again and I'll see what song comes to mind first, which one of my songs runs to the front of the line. Send me, I got this, I got it. Or I could try to mash up your request of one of my songs, no matter what it is, to the beat. Both would be a sort of fun challenge, I think. So since there's a delay and everything, why don't you go ahead and put in a request, and I'll go ahead and see what song comes to the front of my mind. Yeah, that's how we started the show. Oh, highlight is Captain's song for Josh. All right. Look at you. Look at your profile picture. It still cracks me up. Don't worry. You're there. Ooh, I'm the same. Wow. get deeper every day. In a puddle oh man. In a puddle in a parking lot, in a field of forget-me-nots, Lord, they grow taller every day. I'm the same, I've always been, I'll always be. I'm the same. One-trick pony in a one-horse town, tried to change, they put him down. Some still talking about the day. I'm not the kind to reminisce, I'd rather be looking out like this, eyes forward, head straight into the day. I'm the same, I've always been, I'll always be. I'm the same, I've always been, I'll always be. I'm the same. To be where I once grew up. Now it's the wind in a Dixie cup. Like they say, things change. I'm not the kind to reminisce, rather be looking out like this, eyes forward, head straight into the day. Got the words wrong. And that is good when things are bad. And that is bad when things are good. Either way, I'm the same. I've always been. I'll always be. I'm the same. I've always been. I'll always be. I'm the same. Red River, roll on by. Couldn't catch me if you tried. In a puddle, in a parking lot. In a field of forget-me-nots. One-trick pony in a one-horse town. Tried to change, they put him down. I'm not the kind to reminisce. Rather be looking out like this. Used to be where I once grew up. Now it's the wind in the Dixie cup. And that is good when things are bad. And that is bad when things are good. I'm the same. I've always been. I'll always be. I'm the same. There it is. I'm so glad I hit that. Yes. It drove me crazy. That's where that E minor is. Good call. Whoa. See that? The ghost caught it. You see that? It was falling to the floor, and the ghost caught the guitar and held it patiently and waited for me to get it. Like, I really think the ghost is sweet. Hasn't done anything nefarious yet. That y'all saw that, right? Thank you so much. Freaking saved the day. That's all. Yeah, I haunt you by saving the day. That's how I haunt you. Did I do it? Oh my God, 2:59 and 16 seconds. And people say this show isn't professional. Look at that. 2:59 and 23 seconds. Holy macaroni. Nailed it. Now what should we do? Should we just all hang out and celebrate it? Perfectly timed show. I feel like I know what you were saying, and it's a funny typo. Better to be itchy than good. Licky. I think it's lucky. I think it's better to be lucky than good. That's a tough call. God, what if you had to choose though? What if you had to choose? That's a little tougher because you're lucky, but not even lucky people aren't lucky all the time. They're just lucky, not like every second of the day. So how would you know? You just coast because you're lucky? Are you that lucky? Seems like if you were just lucky and you weren't good. I don't even know. That's tough. I don't think I'd rather be that. But then again, I know how important luck is. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying if I had to choose between being lucky or being good, I'd have to choose good. I feel like I would be lucky to be good at something. It's a long play. Yeah, no, I know that there's lucky. It's true. It's it's very true. It's a tough one though. Is it ever luck? Is it really luck? You know, everybody, you know, all people, great people, good people, they have stories about how luck played a huge role in their lives. There's no doubt about it. But at the same time, they were awesome. Are there really like a lot of? It all just depends on whether you have a goal or not, I guess. What is this better to be lucky than at what? What are we trying to do? Are we just trying to survive, or are we trying to, you know, become something? I guess both. But in that sense of both, I have to be pragmatic and choose good. Because I don't know what lucky will get me, but good will get me bread. Teach a man to fish. I might learn to fish. I know how to fish. I just don't do it. But I come from a long line of fishermen, and I love fish. I love eating them. There's no doubt about that. So, and I live in a good place for it. And Dad says he has a reel for me. Might be, you know, the change of pace, a good, inspiring change of pace. Get back to my inner Thoreau in there a little bit. I'm not a big nature guy. I've been in quarantine since March. I haven't left the house since March 7th, 2015. I don't do that a lot. But maybe I will. I guess 'tis the season, huh? They stock around here. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess it's good. I mean, it has obvious good things. That's like free food. The state just, but it's still alive and you have to catch it. And a lot of people do it. Trout are delicious, and that's usually what they stock, and it's my favorite fish. So, but it also brings all these people out of the woodwork for the time surrounding when they stock. And I never know exactly why they have to do that. It's like, so we don't have a lot of fish. Is that why? Like, too many people fishing? I find that hard to believe. But it is good that there's trout out there. I hope our rivers are okay. We do a pretty good job, I feel like, in general, around these parts of being activists for getting things changed to protect the water, the rivers. There's been a lot of good things that have happened in that regard. I feel like we've grown in some good ways. God, look at me rambling. I could have ended tight. I was crushing it. I could have just ended tight. I'm at 3:04:47. 3:04:40. I was so tight. I was like, look at that. Professional. Bam. Hit the Torf's tune ending credits. I got to get the scrolling text going up over the credits. I want everyone that's ever commented on a live stream in the final credits of the show every night. And I told my interns that. And you know what they said? They said, I'll be right back. I have to bark at the mailman. It was what Percy basically said. And Pip said, I'm going up into the crawl space above the ceiling. And I'm like, why are you guys even interns? Like, why did you apply for this job? I was giving you a chance here, and every single thing I ask you to do, you don't even start it. You know, the hardest job is the job not started. And that's what they just had, the hardest job in the freaking world right now. God, I started to feel some sympathy for them. That's ridiculous. No, that's just, It's not even right. It's just the worst interns. Got a pretty good show going here, man. We could, give me the names of these people so we can scroll them at the end. Let's make this happen. Let's go. Let's get some highlights. Let's tell some people what's going on. They're like, meow. They're like, mm-hmm. Oh, they do. They promote their own shows. Pip will never be on my show. Every time I go upstairs, she's up there with 10,000 viewers, licking her back. Oh, yeah. We got all the time in the world for that. All right. I better let myself go. You guys are fun. Thanks for playing along, and see you soon.